September 15th, 1916. German soldiers in the Somme trenches hear something they cannot name. Something huge. Something that doesn't stop. It wasn't a train. It wasn't artillery. It was something that crushed barbed wire and crossed trenches as if they didn't exist. Its name, Mark I. The first tank ever to enter combat in human history. Weight, 28 tons of steel. Speed, 6 kilometers per hour. Slower than a brisk human walk. Crew, 8 men. Internal temperature, reaching 50 degrees Celsius. First day results. 49 tanks entered. 32 reached the front. 9 completed their mission. The idea didn't come from the army. It came from a naval officer named Winston Churchill. Built in secret under the cover name water tanks to deceive enemy spies. The name stuck. They were slow. They broke down constantly. Half never made it to the line. But they terrified soldiers who had never been terrified before. And that was enough. A 68-ton tank moves across soft soil without sinking. The physics behind that defies every instinct. A tank is heavy, but it spreads that weight across a vast surface area through its tracks. Pressure from a car tire on soil, 2.5 kilograms per square centimeter. Pressure from an M1 Abrams track on soil, 0.9 kilograms per square centimeter. The 68-ton Abrams exerts less ground pressure than a human standing on one foot. Protection, armor. Abrams Chobham composite armor, equivalent to 600 to 800 millimeters of rolled homogeneous steel, in under 50 centimeters actual thickness. Era, explosive reactive armor, detonates outward toward an incoming RPG, neutralizing 70% of its penetrating energy. Power, engine. Abrams turbine engine, 1,500 horsepower, consumes 350 liters of fuel per 100 kilometers. Leopard 2A7, MTU diesel, 1,500 horsepower. More efficient, lower thermal signature. Precision, fire control. Abrams firing accuracy while moving, 0.1 arc minute. Hits a cola can sized target at 2 kilometers. The first tank fired at 50 meters and often missed. The fourth generation hits a moving target at 2 kilometers, while itself moving at full speed. That is the distance between 1916 and 2024. May 1940. French General Gamelin commands 3,200 tanks. Hitler has 2,400. France falls in 6 weeks. The difference wasn't numbers. It was philosophy. France spread its tanks thinly along the entire front. 50 here, 100 there. Germany applied blitzkrieg. Concentrated armored thrusts at a single weak point, moving faster than the enemy could respond, then expanding behind their lines. Date, July 1943. Russian steppe. Soviet tanks, 3,600. German tanks, 2,900. Duration, 50 days. Outcome, the permanent collapse of Germany's offensive capability. On a single day, July 12th, 1,200 tanks collided at Prokhorovka. Crews couldn't fire without risk of hitting their own. Kursk didn't just decide who won. It decided how armored warfare would be fought forever. Technical superiority is never enough. Doctrine determines fate. There are 60,000 tanks in the world today. Only 3 are genuinely considered fourth generation. M1A2 SEPV3. Abrams, United States. Combat weight, 68 tons. Engine, 1,500 horsepower gas turbine, the same type used in aviation. Targeting, third generation FLIR thermal, sees through night, dust, and smoke. Gun, 120 mm M256 smoothbore. penetrates 600 millimeters of homogeneous steel at 2 kilometers. Fleet size, over 4,400. The largest fourth-generation armored force on Earth. In 1991, the Abrams engaged in the Gulf War and lost 0 tanks to direct enemy fire. Its opponents lost thousands. Leopard 2 A7+, Germany. Engine, MTU 1500 horsepower diesel. Quieter and cooler thermal signature than the Abrams. Armour, third-layer Chobham composite with additional ERA. Accuracy record, Canadian trials. Hit a target at 5 kilometers while moving. Operators, 22 nations, the most exported tank in the world. The Leopard 2 is the only tank to have outscored the Abrams in NATO field efficiency trials across every evaluated category. T-14 Armata, Russia. Revolutionary design. First tank in history with a fully isolated crew capsule. Crew operates the turret remotely from inside the hull. Active protection. Afghanit system. Intercepts missiles and shells before they reach the armor. Gun, 125 mm 2A82 smoothbore, capable of firing guided missiles. Current status, limited service entry. Documented production challenges. 3 designs, 3 philosophies. But the real global map extends far beyond Europe. America doesn't have the most tanks. China does, over 5,000. And numbers alone mean nothing. Africa, Egypt. Egypt operates the largest armored fleet in Africa and the Arab world. M1 Abrams. Egypt, 1,700 tanks. Partially manufactured domestically under a technology transfer agreement with the United States. Soviet-era T-80 and T-72. 1,000 additional units. What makes the Egyptian fleet exceptional? Egypt holds domestic production lines. One of fewer than 12 nations on Earth that manufactures the Abrams. Egypt is the only nation in Africa capable of manufacturing and sustaining a third-generation tank fleet domestically. Africa, Algeria. T-90 SA Russian tanks, 580 units. The most advanced export version Russia has ever sold to a foreign nation. Upgraded T-72 fleet, 300 units modernized with current Russian systems. Algeria holds the largest T-90 fleet outside Russia on the entire continent. The same platform that demonstrated decisive battlefield performance in Syria. Asia, South Korea. K2 Black Panther, the most expensive production tank in the world and the most technologically advanced by independent assessments. Unit price, $8.5 million per tank. Suspension, can tilt 40 degrees laterally, self-stabilizes across extreme terrain. Auto tracking, automatically reacquires and tracks a moving target while the tank itself is in motion. Latin America, Brazil. Leopard 1 A5BR, 220 units. Largest upgraded tank fleet in South America. Development path, Leopard 2 A4. Acquisition under negotiation to bring the fleet to 4th generation. The global tank map is never static. From Asia to Africa, armored technology is redrawn every decade. In Ukraine, a single TikTok video shows a $400 drone destroying a $3 million tank. Is the tank era over? The answer shocks everyone looking for it. No. What ended is the era of the tank operating alone. Ukraine didn't prove tanks are weak. It proved that a tank without infantry cover, active protection, and air support is simply unprotected. Russian tank losses in Ukraine. Over 3,000 vehicles per Oryx visual documentation. Primary cause: Tanks deployed alone in urban terrain without infantry coordination. Ukrainian tank losses: over 700 vehicles. By contrast, Abrams tanks in the Gulf War lost 0 to direct enemy fire when operating inside an integrated combined arms system. A tank equipped with APS, Active Protection System, intercepts incoming missiles and shells before contact. Israeli trophy: APS, first APS proven in live combat. Over 1,500 confirmed intercepts to date. How it works: radar detects incoming projectile. Small charge detonates toward it less than 1 second before impact. Armies with documented APS-equipped fleets have recorded 0 RPG or Cornet losses in every operational theater where the system was deployed. The tank isn't dead, it evolved. And the next generation bears no resemblance to anything we've seen. The US Army is testing a tank that decides its own targets. No crew in the field, no crew anywhere nearby. This isn't science fiction. The program is called Atlas, Aided Target Recognition, and it has entered field testing phases. What AI does inside a modern tank: analyses 128 visual frames per second, classifies targets, generates a firing recommendation in 0.3 seconds. Best human operator reaction time: 0.8 to 1.2 seconds. AI in a tank doesn't override human decisions. It makes them 3 times faster. MGCS, European, 6th generation European tank, Germany and France. Delivery, target 2040, diesel-electric hybrid with tactical AI. Carmel, Israel, armored fighting vehicle with a 2-person crew. The rest is AI systems. Successful field trials completed. T-14 Armata, documented full remote operation protocol with 0 crew on board. 1916 Mark 1, steel rivets 8 men in 50-degree heat. 1943 Kursk, 1,200 tanks in a single day. 2003 Abrams takes Baghdad in under 3 weeks. 2024 Trophy intercepts a missile at 60 meters. 2035 a tank decides and fires in 0.3 seconds before its crew sees the target. A tank was never just steel. It was always the human decision to make killing organized. The only question that remains: when AI makes that decision, who is responsible?